This son of a bitch is sitting up there acting like, well, I don't know if it was before. I don't know if it was after.
Right.
Oh, Lord and Jesus, I don't remember. I got to look at my notes. You know, bitch, what time you called the president, and you know what you said.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yes.
You're a grown-ass man.
Exactly.
Stop acting like you 10 years old and you got caught masturbating by your mama. Stop it.
Oh, boy.
Come on. One of my first bipartisan biracial loves, Michael Steele.
He's a scorpion. He will sting you.
I know. He told me he would, though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how deep our love is. That's how honest it is. He told me he will sting me when we get to the other side.
Him and Liz Cheney will both do it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That was funny, though. Jim Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm wearing my Spanky McDumbass in jail, courtesy of Brooklyn Dad Defiant, because it broke during our show, Travis, but paging through the Press Justice Department to declare election results corrupt. That's really quite criminal. I don't even need one of my legal lads and ladies to say that he needs to go directly to prison. Do not pass go. It was exactly like the Ukraine. Just say it's corrupt. I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Toobin.
Cue mob music.
Jeffrey Toobin this morning said that that's not necessarily illegal. It's not normal.
Really?
And it's awful.
Well, it should be.
But
It's not illegal to overthrow the government of the United States.
That's just telling someone to ignore something. That's not necessarily illegal.
I guess you don't follow the internet like I do. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, all of it?
Yeah.
All of the crazy is on the internet? Really? We don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay. Do we, you know what that means, Sean? Do we have a statement from the office of the 45th president?
There.
I waited.
Okay.
Don't step on Eric.
Okay. Let's see here. The corrupt and highly partisan House Democrats who run the House Oversight Committee yesterday released documents, including court filings dealing with the rigged election of 2020. He said it again.
Yeah.
That they dishonestly described as attempting to overturn the election. In fact, it's just the opposite. Oh. Consider us chastened. The documents were meant to uphold the integrity and honesty of elections and the sanctity of our vote. Oh, I know you are, but what am I? It's his old patented, right? You're rubber.
You are, but what am I?
You're a nerd.
I know you are, but what am I?
You're an idiot.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
Okay. The American people want and demand that the President of the United States, as chief law enforcement officer in the country, stand with them to fight for election integrity and to investigate attempts to undermine our nation. Our country has just suffered an incredibly corrupt president. It's time for Congress and others to investigate how such corruption was allowed to take place rather than investigating those that are exposing the massive fraud on the American people. It's so there.
He's dumb.
Yeah.
I gotta call Georgia now. I'm trying to use the phone.
I'm trying to use the phone!
Okay. I don't think that stands up in a court of law. I know you are, but what am I? And no, it's not. You're rubber and I'm glue. I don't know. We'll ask somebody. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Here's the good news. COVID vaccinations are rising. I don't know whether it is, I'm going to say it's a lot of sticks, but also, I know Hurry Up and Die Caucus over there, Chris Lavoie, you're to the unvaccinated. But I have to say, some of these stories are kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
All the people they're interviewing in hospitals, because some of them just didn't get around to it. Like, yeah, it's dumb, but they aren't actually anti-vaxxers. They aren't COVID deniers. They're just like,
I've always said the people who choose not to get the vaccine.
Yeah. Well,
They didn't choose not to.
so
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so the past 3 weeks have seen a significant. So vaccination rates have been surging, doubling in some states. Of course, in some of them had like pathetic numbers, but this is good. The past 3 weeks have seen a significant increase in the average national daily vaccinations, up 29%. Increases of more than double in some states with the lowest vaccination rates. We welcome the daily states to the Let's Stay Alive caucus. Let's all stay alive. That's an idea. Alabama's average is more than double 3 weeks ago. The state has had the country's lowest rate of its local population fully vaccinated, just 34%. Arkansas with just 36% fully vaccinated also has seen the average daily rate double in the last 3 weeks. Louisiana, which had by far the most new cases per capita last week, only 37% of its population fully vaccinated, saw vaccination rates rise 111%. Missouri, hello. Look alive over there, Sean Comiskey. Also hard hit by the recent surge. Now has a daily average of new vaccinations 87% higher than 3 weeks ago. Okay. There has been steady coverage of Delta variant and its prevalence has increased, but the past week or so have also seen an explosion of stories about the variant and about once anti-vax people changing their minds, sometimes tragically late. So what do you guys think? Is it those stories seeping through, and that people know people that are,
Yeah,
they're hearing more about what's going on locally too.
Yeah. Well, who's that? I can't even keep track now of which Republican anti-vaxxer is, having their deathbed.
Yeah.
Please get vaccinated.
He had his liver replaced.
Yeah, he had his liver replaced. Yes, exactly. That one. Yeah. Oh, here's one. John Cooper says a husband and wife in Texas who didn't trust the COVID vaccine had changed their minds when they ended up in the ICU. By that point, it was too late for the vaccination. Now they're begging their relatives to make sure their children get their shots. On the other side, you have Florida now has the highest rate of COVID-related children hospitalizations. Meanwhile, Ron DeSantis is threatening to defund schools for imposing mask mandates.
Yes.
Oh, because he said he's not going to do it because he wants to see his kids smile, which you probably could do right before they're intubated. So, yeah. Schoolie said, has Ron DeSantis made seatbelts and sobriety optional for freedom-loving drivers yet? How about that? Other news in Florida, happy news. Our good friend, radio whore and goddess, part whore, part goddess.
Yes.
Like a cyclops. She's half whore, half goddess. She tweeted today, COVID test negative, vaccines work, virus cleared, back to work tomorrow. Hashtag get vaccinated, hashtag death cult. So Randy's back to work today, thank God. Yeah. She fully vaccinated, obviously got it, the Delta variant in Florida. Thank God the White House is pushing back. There's a lot of hysteria last week, and the focus on the breakthrough infections when it is less than 0.08% of people, vaccinated people get a breakthrough infection. And I can't remember what it is, something 9.999999. Anyway, the numbers are crazy for the people that aren't going to, die or be hospitalized even if you're vaccinated. So the headline should be the vaccines work. Even in the Cape Cod cluster, nobody died. Only 4 people were hospitalized. They're fine now. Yeah. So the headline should be the vaccines work.
And they are pointing that out.
As a gay man, Chris, you mentioned it was Bear Week.
It was Bear Week in Provincetown.
Yes. It was not Bear Week. It was just Gay Week in Provincetown. So it wasn't like they were just casually walking down the street. They were making out.
Jonathan Capehart said this is an atypical thing. They're not just crowded in bars. There's hookups. And it's not just a gay thing. I mean, Sturgis Bike Rally or Lake of the Ozark. I mean, anywhere straight people are clustered together in bars and hooking up. And
Bear Week is basically the Sturgis of the gays.
Right. Exactly. Sturgis without motorcycles.
Right.
Much more fashionable.
Yes. Brian Stelter had a good point. Breakthrough is probably the wrong word to use in the context of COVID. It implies that something went wrong with the vaccine, so the virus broke through. But mild cases among the vaxxed were always expected.
Right. But again, I think it was not put in context. Like X thousands of people got breakthrough. It's like, we've had, 160-something million people vaccinated. Yeah. It is less than 0.08.
Right.
That's the whole point, is the vaccine. Because now, of course, on cue, you're hearing, well, what's the point of getting vaccinated? You can get it anyway. It's just like, oh my God, the stupidity is just endless, right? Glenn tweets, isn't it? Oh, this does go. Isn't it ironic? File. Isn't it ironic that guns and Bible are the only protection I need? Crowd are now dying from a mostly preventable disease that neither guns nor the Bible will protect. Vision Bible Church, as right-wing pastor Greg Locke literally screams at his congregation, "quote, do not get vaccinated," while saying that only crack-smoking, demon-possessed leftists think Biden is the legitimate president.
I heard that audio this morning.
Pardon me?
I heard that audio this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was it screamy? I'm going to guess
it was screamy, and people were applauding him like loudly.
Oh, great. Travis, let's get that. That'll be fun. Okay. That's the pro-life crowd?
Yeah,
To which you refer. Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah, this is Lori Garrett. She's the mistress of doom.
Yes.
Yes. She said every infectious disease doctor I know is getting swamped suddenly with COVID-19 cases, including vaccinated folks. One wrote me, "It is a tsunami." Yeah, this is it's just really serious. Oh, how about this? Who tweeted this? A new coronavirus variant discovered in Colombia is now spreading through South Florida. CDC said this new variant appears to even be more transmissible and virulent than the Delta variant. We knew that's what was coming next. Masks are critical to prevent it from merging with the Delta variant. Because when that happens, that's the part in the movie where, right, and then...
They're like the Blob. You know, they're kind of merging with everything it comes across.
Right, and then presumably pouring out of movie theaters and stuff. Okay.
Right.
Here, I love this one. Michaela Jolette said, told my niece the Delta variant was as contagious as chickenpox, and she said, what's chickenpox? I said, well, you see, there was a vaccine. Okay, so I think, do you understand? A lot of people are too young to understand what things are, and they don't know what they are because I think it's called a vaccine. Everybody took it, and there was no Fox News, and then, okay. What's polio, mommy? Okay. See why that's funny? Because, you know, is threatening to hit an 81-year-old woman who's the Speaker of the House, isn't it? Oh, Kevin McCarthy. This really is a pro-death party, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what their idea of humor. He threatened to hit her with the gavel when he becomes Speaker of the House, which Travis Bone reminds us on our soundbite list daily that he will never be Speaker.
He'll never be Speaker.
One can only hope.
No.
Yeah. Because that's funny. That's funny because she's an 81-year-old woman who was actually the target of the January 6th violence. So that's why that's just explaining. Because, you know, humor is always better when you have to explain it.
Sure.
That's why it's funny. Oh, do we have that? Yeah, 17. Why not? Yeah, why not?
I'll make just one promise to you. If we win the majority, which I know we're going to, you're all invited. If you come to this work, but more importantly, I want you to watch Nancy Pelosi hand me that gavel. It'll be hard not to hit her with it, but I will bang it down and bring America freedom. Thank you.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you're right. The most frightening thing is the crowd. They're just... Yeah, that's what the crowd of the Capitol sounded like. Hang my pants and Nancy Pelosi party. Okay, that's your Republican Party, everybody. That's fantastic. Oh, hey, it might actually be Infrastructure Week. They did it. They passed. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
they wrote it.
Did something.
They wrote it
last night.
They wrote it down.
Yeah. Huh?
It's in print.
Yes. It's very. There's a lot of girth, a lot of length, and a lot of girth.
Well,
it's 2,700.
Then it belongs at Bear Week.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay. It is the, we'll get to that. It's the freaky penis snake of the Senate. That's another thing coming in Florida besides your impending death from COVID is freaky penis snakes are here. Why?
Dangerous.
Why is it? Is
They're
it
freaky,
seriously
though.
every day? There's a murder hornet or a
like-
meth trout or what was last Friday? Oh,
The whip scorpion.
Acid shooting scorpions. And now it's a penis snake.
Penises should not writhe around by themselves.
Well, this one does. Okay. We have Rude Pundit. We have Eric Bowler. We have John Aravosis from the Unprecedented
Yes.
podcast on the Sexy Liberal Podcast Network. 20 minutes after. I mean, do we even need to do a commercial for the Step Store? I mean, the shirts are flying off the right. Look at this. Look at it. Get your face
Look
up
at
there.
that.
Get your face up there. Look. We have them for Team Pfizer, Team J&J. We are all Team Vaccine here. We have amazing.
That's right.
And you can get it on everything. Right, Chris? Not just shirts.
Bath mats, shower curtains. You can get it on art, a clock, You can get a sexy bomb on a clock.
We have Stephanie Miller swag. We have sexy liberal swag. And, of course, all the vaccine shirts. Get it now, StephanieMiller.com. Whee!